Hey all, welcome back to The Creator in Me. There was a beginning with this mobile home and it was a scary place. Not just the beautiful wallpaper, but water damage, roof leaks, floors rotting out, windows busted. This definitely needed a lot of attention, but we ended up just laying new flooring in this bathroom and shutting the door. But when it came time to renovate, we decided to sell this vanity that we had purchased years ago and stored, and bought this IKEA Hemnes drawer vanity because I really like the idea of double sinks and utilizing all of the space. So it's 4 feet wide and has enough storage for the kids. My son took great initiative in getting this piece put together. They're honestly IKEA experts. We love IKEA and have a lot of it in the house, and it requires every bit of assembly. The thought of drawer storage sounds amazing to me, but before we could get it in place, we had to just get it assembled to get measurements, to understand where we needed to place plumbing and get all the plumbing worked in, and everything seemed to fit really well. But until the space was completed and drywall was done, we had the vanity and mirror in the boys' bedroom, paint in the hallway, the toilet, and other stuff in my other son's bedroom. It was like a hostile takeover.
Can I pull it off now?
Yes, you can pull it off.
Oh, my honey, he's so patient with me. He just wanted to get this thing installed. I'm saying, hey, wait, let me get my phone. So we're getting this panel installed here. The fiberglass insert is really a quick and easy installation. I mean, as a cleaning person, I prefer fiberglass even over tile and grout lines. But we just needed to go ahead and use a mobile home insert to fit in this bathroom on top of the existing drywall. The measurements worked out perfectly so that we could then install the drywall board right to the edge of the shower. Just having the walls smooth and that install is just showing what the space has to offer, which isn't a lot. This is a smaller than average kind of bathroom. We didn't fiddle with that back wall because the drywall is flush with the door frames that we installed back when we originally renovated and put framed doors in. So we kept the door on the bath through the drywall process so that he could do all the mudding and sanding and close the door to try to eliminate the dust traveling through the rest of the house. So here, after that process was done, I'm removing the door and getting it out of my way. We've textured all the other walls in this house, but I knew I was wanting to have an accent wall and not wanting to deal with stenciling or wallpaper with texture. So he finished them out smooth, and I'm coming in with the PVA primer. Now our overall goal for the bathroom is to create a fun and retro styled space while still having a little bit of neutral. Now that the walls have a nice coat of primer, I'm coming in with Pure White by Sherwin-Williams to give the bathroom 2 good coats of finish paint. I love this color. It's not a bluish white and it's not as yellow or as creamy as alabaster might be. It's a really, really nice soft white. I'm going in and painting the ceilings as well. Once you paint one thing, you realize you need to keep going with that white because not all whites are created equal. I wanted to get rid of that yellowish color. And from here, painting trim work will be such a breeze. Well, it is time to move in the vanity. So the cabinet is in place and we're placing the double sink countertop, making sure that everything is leveled. And now my husband is going ahead and getting faucets installed. Here are his thoughts of proprietary fixtures.
Babe, is IKEA your favorite?
Yes.
Doing a good job.
He had to do all kinds of plumbing wizardry to get all of this connected right and in the cabinet where the drawers would function well and our standard plumbing would be compatible with the European stuff from the IKEA fixtures. IKEA provides such unique dimensions and pieces that it's worth that a little bit of headache. So here we're just installing the mirror. We're getting a good visual of how high I want it. I just propped up some boards and I ended up liking the mirror about 5 inches off the countertop surface. I went to my local discount store in my area and this mirror that is 48 inches round was sitting in the store for $50. So at that point there was no question, this was the mirror for this space. And a large mirror helps a space feel bigger, so I got really large anchors in place to support the weight of this mirror, and it's going up. 48-inch mirror for the win.
That's huge. He's big.
My initial inspiration for this bathroom was a quirky wallpaper like this, and after seeing the price of wallpaper, I decided to stencil. I'm not sure if I have enough self-worth. This initial bit of stenciling went on really easily. I was able to take the roller and cover the stencil with 2 coats to get pretty solid black coverage, but I did notice there was a lot of bleeding and it looked like a bunch of germs on the wall. I went to stencil the perimeter of the walls and realized that the paint was not filling the image fully, so I went in and stippled everything. You can see what my little arm endured. It was a lot of work, but it just goes in that stencil and provides the best coverage. It's less paint spread out more evenly with up and down motion, whereas the roller just can't offer that with the foam mat. It's just different using bristles, and you can see here a nice solid formed dot with very little to no bleeding, and it's just a nice crisp and clean image. So now I'm getting in the perimeter here. I'm using the trowel to push the stencil into corners and making the design go from floor to ceiling and look complete. We went ahead and soaked the stencil in the sink and pulled that latex paint right off. I'm just coming in with the base color to do any little bit of touch-ups needed. And now it's time for trim. This has been floating around my house ready for installation, so I'm going ahead and getting all of the trim cut and installed with a 18 gauge brad nailer. I did the farmhouse style trim here, just simple on the top, and 1x4 base and 1x2 crown, making this cohesive with the rest of the house. This trim and caulk and paint sealed everything up and finished it off so nicely. It's time to go ahead and install the shower curtain. I had these brackets from an old job and went ahead and drilled holes and used the spiral anchors to make sure these brackets were really secure. I'm cutting down an old curtain rod I had to perfectly span the distance of the wall. I went ahead and picked up curtain clip rings from Walmart. The count matched the curtain tabs perfectly. Getting those installed onto my bar, I'm going to go ahead and insert the left side of my pole into the first bracket, put on the second bracket, and then a final hook between the bracket and the wall to make sure that panel stays against the wall on the side of the shower head. These items are all stationary and won't be able to be taken down without a drill. So I like the fact that I can still unclip my curtain panels and wash them or do whatever I need to in the future. I got my curtain panels off of Amazon. I love the rich dark green color of them. But now it's time to go out and find a few additional accessories.
Hey guys, welcome to Creator and Me. Today we are going shopping for the bathroom. We have a few more odds and ends that we need, as in weird picture frames for our weird bathroom with my mom and her weird dots. Okay, she's coming by.
Oh, do I love surprise videos on my phone. Well, we went out thrifting and found some really cute little frames to use for the bathroom. I tried a few arrangement and liked that final one best. My sister is helping me with the process of printing out these Etsy files to fit the frames that I have purchased. I spent less than $25 on this collection of frames. I got one new frame on sale at Hobby Lobby, the squiggly one from TJ Maxx, a few Dollar Tree finds, and the rest were thrifted. My goal for this gallery wall was to create some color and whimsy with these eclectic art pieces from this Etsy collection, also incorporating some of my daughter's art. Now, what I do know about a gallery wall is it's nice to have some form of uniformity, whether that's frame size, color, or maybe monochromatic prints. Something needs to be uniform. So in my case, I have all these crazy eclectic frames and colorful artwork, but I'm painting them all gold. I'm using my gold rub and buff to give them all a similar finish, creating a little bit of uniformity, but still having a lot of character. I went ahead and took the paper the frames were wrapped in from the store and traced them out and then marked the hanging hardware on the piece of paper so I could set my gallery wall up on the wall and go ahead and tack in the nails to get everything hung. I went ahead and moved my gallery papers to the wall, centered the grouping as a whole from the door to the shower stall. Then I considered the thought of wanting to have the shower curtain closed, which ended up shifting over the art wall. I worked out all those little details and got everything tacked in. I went ahead and glued a tab on this frame from Dollar Tree that didn't have any hanging hardware. Command strips were my best friend with this gallery wall, so none of the portraits can be moved or shifted when walking through the bath. Look at all these cute eclectic art prints. I just adore it, but as I was looking at it, I needed that uniformity by then framing out this canvas my daughter painted. So I found some small PVC trim in the shed and used my miter shears to make a frame. I got the rub and buff back out and painted all of these pieces gold and hot glued it to the edges. This being framed out really finished off the gallery wall. I love how her painted edge rounds the sides to the frame. I'm really enjoying the eclectic look of all this art. I was trying to find that balance between masculine and feminine and fun. Still trying to find a print for that oval frame up there also. My husband's back on call, helping finish up the electrical. We're actually trying to shift this light fixture over a few inches to center it on the mirror. I found this plate for around $10 to cover up the old hole and found this adorable rattan basket pendant off of Amazon. We have angled ceilings, so I was needing something that hung loosely so the pendant would hang down straight. And I painted that medallion to blend in with the ceiling. Don't you read the instructions?
It says little children at risk, not grown adults.
You're a butt cheek.
But I'm your butt cheek.
Yes. I like how the pendant light kind of overhangs the mirror a little bit and adds some natural elements. We incorporated a puck light into the shower. With the shower curtain drawn, it was getting a little dark in there. So we ran some wire from the vanity light fixture to that puck and created some much needed extra lighting.
That shadow right there was all I was really worried about.
I got this cute set of shelves with the towel bar off Amazon for just under $30. It was the most affordable I could find with just a simple minimalistic style. I went ahead and installed them above the toilet and incorporated a basket I got from Walmart for around $18 to hold toilet paper. The toilet flange was installed a little further away from the wall than I would have liked, so the toilet sits about 1.5 inches or more away from the wall, so I feel like that basket kind of helps cover that up. I found these vases for only a few dollars at the discount store. This canister from Hobby Lobby for $8. I love the raw organic texture of this canister. It's a decent size and we needed a little addition of black over here. I'm intending to incorporate these cute little disco ball planters that I found on Amazon and the volcano scent reed sticks that have made the bathroom smell amazing. I had this cute little vase with a face in my cabinet for some time, waiting for just the right plant, and I believe I've found it. This adorable little lemon button fern fits in there so nicely. I found it at Walmart, and it adds the height that the shelf needed. I'm gonna try this real life plant thing. I'm not quite sure because I'm a faux girl, but I moved the reed sticks to the top shelf and am adding quite a bit of Q-tips to the canister here. Squeezing my toilet paper here in the basket, I really didn't like. The center hole was a little tighter than the rest and was tearing up the toilet paper. So I went ahead and used that spot for wet wipes. We all love some fresh kids, right? The next item I'm so happy I purchased was this $20 trash can off of Amazon. I saw it on another influencer's page. The size of this can fit perfectly for what we had available here. Yes, you saw that right. I did just sniff the trash can. When I unpackaged it, it had a weird burny plasticky smell. I love how you could just layer up bags in the base of the can and then the top part just slides right over that with an opening and closing lid. This will be so easy for my kids to empty out. And it even came with 2 additional clasps for the lid in case they wear out. I really think this was a good investment. We'll see how it works for the kiddos. I found this tray at Walmart for around $10, and I was wanting something to ground the few items that'll be on the counter. One of those items is going to be mouthwash. That is not something I wanted to duplicate into the children's drawers. So I bought an oil decanter from Walmart for $3.98. And my son's going to fill her up and test it out for us. Set the funnel in the sink. Put your lid on.
Now can we get some for our teeth?
You want to try it out? I like the idea of the kids having something they won't mouth to death, hopefully, and it looks kind of cute sitting out. Now that tray I'm going to end up using somewhere else. I'm going to go ahead and get these electrical covers on. The double plate cover, unfortunately, ran into the trim, so I'm going to go ahead and measure it and cut it down with my oscillating tool and get it installed. Okay, I found the perfect towels for a retro bathroom. They're like cute ugly. I got them in a yellowish mustardy color. This was a 4-pack from Amazon for around $16, and they're pretty plush. Gave them a quick wash. I like how this towel can hang open. The kids won't have to fold it in any special way. It'll just hang nicely on this bar that came with the shelves. It worked out perfectly, and the rest we can store in the drawer below. I needed a little more surface area for the items I intended to have on the countertop, and found this cute little stool in my stash. It was a little too tall, so I went ahead and cut it down, and now can incorporate the 3 items I had hoped: a soap, the mouthwash, and a cute little plant.
The light bulbs, guys.
Oh my gosh, okay, so we're doing a daylight bulb because it is not bright. And it's very yellow in here. Let's see if this makes a difference. Very different. Hey. I think that's bright enough. What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a side-by-side difference of the warm light versus the daylight. So much brighter. I love daylight bulbs for task lighting and warm lights for lamps and accent lighting. I found the perfect spot for my disco ball. I'm gonna hang it here in the corner of the shower. I feel like it's kind of out of the way, and I went and stuck my little plant in it, and it did not fit in there in the pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and pot it into the little 4-inch disco ball. It was a perfect plant size for this. Springtime is coming. I saw these little fresh plants at Walmart and went ahead and scooped them up. They were $5 a piece, and this planter holds them perfectly. It has a nice plastic liner, and I think, it'll be easy watering, right? I might have a few friends who are proud at my efforts in having real plants. I pray we can keep these two alive. Now it's time to get these curtains put together. I'm just using a no-sew hem tape. I've already pre-washed my curtains and dried them. So just using this adhesive here to join the curtains together so they flow as one. I love the impact of these dark, rich curtains. The IKEA Hemness line comes with these nice black knobs. They're very classic, but I decided to go ahead and switch them out for some rattan knobs, and now I'm getting to the organizing. I bought 3 different sizes of acrylic organizers from TJ Maxx, and now I'm getting each child's drawer filled with their items. You can see that this is a girl drawer, and I'm sure she will intend to fill it. My boys have a more minimalistic approach to their accessories, which not everything is put in here yet, but this is our extra drawer. I'm filling our little medicine tub with simple things like vitamins and Tums and Band-Aids. Otherwise, there's just spare towels, toilet paper, and extra supplies. I found these similar sized acrylic bins at Dollar Tree after the fact, a little bit of a savings from the bins I got from TJ Maxx. I decided to go ahead and paint the back of the rattan knobs. They were kind of just blending into the vanity, and I felt it really needed that pop of color, so that black just adds a little bit of interest. I went ahead and folded over the 8-foot fabric shower curtain liner and clipped it onto the back side of the curtain clips, and I bought these cool contraptions from Amazon. They just have an adhesive back and they pinch your liner to help hold it in place. I was really concerned with that shallow shower pan that the water wouldn't be staying in the shower quite like I wanted it to. I went ahead and added one other one to the left side of the shower as well. The stencil wall wasn't quite as gruesome as I made it out to be. It was tedious, and I would say some of it was kind of therapeutic. I lost myself at times just painting dots. I spent $60 instead of hundreds of dollars, so I guess my time investment is the investment I chose to make instead. I don't know. You might want to weigh that. And I had every reason to be very particular because look how close you are to these dots. I mean, you're not seeing these far off, so yeah. I've never had a gallery wall before. I really must say I enjoy the concept of it, and I've never done random art. I like this Etsy collection that I found, but the So Fresh and So Clean has special memories for us. My oldest girl used to chant that when she was little, when we would do showers and baths, so that's sweet memories. That's her little check sketch art there that I cut into the small frame. And I can tell you, this girl is so talented. That canvas she painted, I loved the piece. This whole bathroom was stemmed from that canvas. The last addition I'm wanting to add is this $5 magnolia hook from Target. It's got a nice low profile, and I'm wanting something for the kids to hang their towel on while they shower. If you know my house at all, you've seen my master bathroom that is quite oversized. I don't quite understand some of the manufacturing of these mobile homes because this bathroom's below average. It's only 4.5 feet wide. It's a very narrow space, and we have to take account everything we're adding to it. Like this little dog. What says it more than a little balloon dog? And look at the little doggy butt. I hung a little L bracket on the wall and command stripped him to it. He's so cute up there. What I know about design is if you're meshing multiple styles, you're wanting to have about 80% of your primary style and 20% of another. You could see here a lot of the color scheme and fixtures are neutral and in style with the rest of the home. And the decorations and accent pieces are reflecting the style of this room, but they're very changeable. I knew that a lot of white was going to be necessary. We have this busy accent wall here, and that large mirror is going to just reflect it throughout the space. But overall, I decorated in a way that makes us happy and functions well for our family. We've lived here for 3 years, so we've waited a while for this. It took time to collect supplies and save enough money to get it all done. We made cost-effective decisions, like doing all the work ourselves, a fiberglass shower, Amazon faucets and fixtures, stenciling, budget-friendly decor, and curating your space. You can do it all very intentionally and affordably. And it was worth the wait. This is going to change the whole flow of our house. My husband's a super light sleeper, so the kids not coming down to our end of the house to use the restroom is amazing. If you've stuck with me to the end of all this reno, decorating, and all, would you please consider giving me a heart in the comments? It is the month of love. It really helps my channel. I greatly appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.